Hey folks, welcome to Economic Observations. My name is Chris. Today is the 29th of September. Happy birthday to my youngest son. Let's get started. And first of all, thank you so much for watching. I am really glad you are here. All right, I was reading an article today on the problems with shipping. I don't see this improving for a long time. Rolling blackouts in China are having factories close. Factories are missing their targets. They are shutting down and they are not being able to produce. Let's face it, 90% of everything we have in the United States comes from China or overseas, right? It's not just the China problem, it's the whole shipping problem. But from your refrigerator to your oven to your stove to the cell phone in your hand to the computer, the TV, your car, just about everything. It all comes from overseas. And now, with these rolling blackouts in China, things are going to get scarce. All right, so they're saying here that by Friday last week, at least 10 publicly listed companies told the Shanghai and Shenzhen stock market that their factory output had been hit by power cuts and that their 2021 earnings are going to be adversely affected. Some of the most industrialized provinces in China were hit the hard. Factories producing steel, plastic, home appliances, chemicals, and textiles. They have received red ratings for missing their consumption targets. So there's articles already saying that there's not going to be enough paint around. If you have any project that you plan on doing over the winter, you may not find the paint that you want. Also, we know that there's a problem with these cars. Cars seem to be a problem. 6-month wait, prices are exploding, and they are just not coming. It says there will be an impact on factory production, and it will surely affect container shipment volumes in the short term. It's unclear how long the rationing will be in place, so it's not possible to predict the longer term impact. Most of China's electricity supply is coal-fired, and although affected industries can use a renewable energy substitute, the take-up will not happen overnight, even though the government has been heavily investing in wind energy. So we have products not going to be able to leave China because they just haven't been produced yet. And then an article on CNN today says that the workers who keep the global supply chains moving are warning of a system collapse. You know, these folks have been at sea for 18 months. A lot of them can't leave their ships because the US and Europe will only accept vaccines from certain countries. The AstraZeneca, you have the Pfizer, the Moderna, the Janssen, whatever, but there's only a few of those that they acknowledge. So a lot of these seafarers got their shots in other countries. Maybe it's from China or India or Russia or wherever it may be, but we do not acknowledge them apparently. So it says seafarers, truck drivers, airline workers, they've all endured quarantines, travel restrictions, and complex COVID-19 vaccination and testing requirements to keep the supply chain moving. Many are now reaching their breaking point, posing yet another threat to the badly tangled network of ports, container vessels, trucking companies that move the goods around the world. Workers from all around the world. Together, they represent 65 million transport workers. And they've had enough. They're burnt out. They want to go home. They want a break. Then what? Our stuff won't be here when we want it. So stock up. If you need a Christmas tree, they're telling you to buy it now. Buy the Christmas tree now because I was in Lowe's today and they had all of their Christmas trees twinkling with bright lights. Buy it now. There won't be any come Thanksgiving or early December. I bought a Christmas tree today. I didn't buy a Christmas tree. I picked up a Christmas tree on Craigslist today. Tanzania School Foundation is having an event for the month of December, and we wanted some extra Christmas trees to decorate the space. And well, I picked it up tonight. And by the way, this video is sponsored by the Tanzania School Foundation, a nonprofit near and dear to my heart. Links in the description below should you want to learn more. And we do not have a shipping problem right now. We have loads of African art, beautiful original paintings available for you should you want to give your loved one a very unique gift this holiday season. All right, back to the fragile supply chains. They're saying that the food and fuel supply in the United Kingdom can worsen, and we know that the UK is having some serious truck driver problems. CNN here says the global supply chain is very fragile, and it depends as much on a seafarer from the Philippines as it does a truck driver to deliver the goods. So the time has come for the heads of governments to respond to the workers' needs. There are people who have been on sea for over a year. Can you imagine being stuck on a container ship for over a year? Whew, not easy. Many seafarers agreed to extend their contracts by several months to keep the supply of food, fuel, medicine, and other consumer goods flowing around the world. The grounding of planes and border closures had made it impossible to move workers from one part of the world to another and to swap crews. Anyway, you get the point of what I'm trying to say. China's having rolling blackouts. The factories are not producing as much. They are missing their targets. The seafarers are just burnt out. They're not going to be able to last that much longer. Containers are piled up all over the world, empty, unable to be filled, unable to come. I was talking to a woman on Sunday, and she told me that she ordered product from China in July, and her last ditch hope was that it left on a ship today. She needs it in time for the holiday season, and if it didn't make that ship today, September 29th, she wasn't going to have her product in either. So, there's going to be problems, but, if you can stock up on medicine too, if you need some medicine, stock up. I mean, everyone says that don't worry, the debt ceiling is going to be raised. Well, we're nowhere close to that. Congress is a disaster. Everything is a mess. And if you're on Social Security, God bless you. I hope it doesn't affect you too much, but this is where we're at, and I don't see an end to that story. And one last story. A father of 5 took out a total of $550,000 in debt to send his children to college. Okay, $550,000. He did not want to not afford to give them the gift of education. What a great dad, huh? Great dad. But I hope those kids start paying off those 6 and 3/8% loans, because this guy is going to be paying $3,000 a month, he said, for the rest of his life. Those Parent Plus loans, 6 and 3/8% versus a student loan that's like at 3.5%. It's much less. They're not forgiven at all. Parents, please save while your child is young. Find grants and other opportunities. Send your child to a community college for the first 2 years, and then maybe off to a state college for the last 2 years. I did not take any Parent Plus loans. All 3 of my kids went to school. 2 of them even got their master's degree, and I do not have the burden of paying it off. Actually, they've all paid all of their loans back already. God bless them. I taught them something. All right, folks. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like this video, hit subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Are we headed in for some really serious shortages of a whole bunch of things? I mean, the fuel problem in the UK, can it trickle over to the United States? Could we not have enough fuel? All right. Buy your Thanksgiving turkey soon, too. Talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. As always, have a great day, and we'll talk again real soon. Don't forget, call someone, tell them you love them, and be kind.